attention. And girl, I ain't tripping. So what?
You are tuned in to 90.3 FM, WBCR, Bullitt, Wisconsin, college radio station. Once again, you are tuned into 90.3 FM, WBCR, on the college station. And you are tuned in to Craz-E Chronicles, 6 p.m. You know how we do with your hosts, Craz-E, Canon, and today I'm presenting to you a special guest, and we'll get into that in a minute. But you know how we do Craz-E Chronicles, just a candid conversation, not too high, not too low, just right with you, not too political, not too this or that. We're just having a candid conversation amongst guests over all kind of topics. And it is the 6 o'clock hour, so thank you for tuning in with us. We about to get it started. This is Craz-E Chronicles with your host, comedian Emmett Craz-E Cannon. And we got a special guest today. Listen, we're going to have a good show today. This guy, I've been knowing him for a while. We've been in the same circles. We was in the same circles, didn't even know it. Didn't even know we was fam.
Art related.
Listen, this guy went from basketball to hip hop artist to now being into clothing, being into stage plays and movies. Listen, This dude is on the move. It's a lot that I can just put into the introduction, but I'm gonna slow it down. We're gonna put it piece by piece together so that y'all can get this experience with us. Cause I already know him, but I want y'all to know him how I know him, you know, and get to know us a little better in the process. But definitely, drum roll please for my special guest, my brother, my nephew. You know what I'm saying? I'm presenting to some, introducing to others. It goes by the name of Tyrone Heard, but you can know him as Mr. B Heard, aka Swayze.
Tyzae.
Now it is Tyzae. Yo, he go by a number of things. He's gonna be called boss. He's gonna be called a whole lot of things.
Depending on when you met me.
Depending on when you met me, and depending on how you met him, and if you get to meet him now, how you're going to perceive his name. But it's all under the same. It's all under the same umbrella as him being a good dude, good business owner, good business movement, and everything else. So we're gonna jump right into this. Jump right into this.
How y'all doing? They're like, why are you pointing 3 ways? We got 3 different cameras.
He told me to take. They just say take my hat off because we definitely look alike. So you want the hat off? You want my dusty hat off, David? It is a little dusty. So now what?
You take a request?
Yeah. So she's like, so Paquita's like, he was our first star vendor of the month, and we had the store in the mall.
Yeah. I got a story about that.
So it's so much. It
ties into them.
Listen, this dude.
I didn't forget, but when she said it, I was like,
So this dude got so much. Okay, we're gonna get it started.
We got to. We're gonna be here all night. There's so many stories.
Yeah. Well, I want all the time to use and get everything in there that we need to get talked about. So, just jump right into it. How you doing today, my brother?
Oh, I'm good. I'm feeling young and healthy. You know what I'm saying? My hairline is still there.
Yeah.
No, nothing against you or anything.
Listen, I knew when the now I got a glare. What? I don't know what to do. I'm gonna put the hat back on. I think I was gonna come.
Yeah, rock the hat.
Rocking my hat.
This
is my hat. This is my broken in hat. This is my thinking cap. All of that.
That's the business cap.
Business. See, with a B. I mean business.
With a B.
With a B.
Yes.
Yes. So yeah, I'm with this guy. Listen, very stand-up guy. Doing great today. Okay, so
yeah, I'm good.
How do we get started with all of this?
I mean, I could take you back to my hooping days. because before any of this even came about, I was a basketball player.
Oh,
I went to South Beloit. I'm a Sobo.
he's a
Even
Sobo.
though Beloit claimed me, and I've been in Beloit for so long that some people think that I'm a Beloiter, I'm an original South Beloit Sobo.
He's a Sobo.
Sorry to offend some, break some hearts, but I'm a Sobo.
He's a Sobo.
South Beloit, baby.
We don't hold that against him because everybody. Some people will argue with you and be like, no, you from the B.
Some people
'Cause
will.
Everything I know, you know what I'm saying, this and this and this.
Some people will, for real.
So I'm gonna start it off before we even get to all of this. I'm gonna go back a little further.
Back a little further?
Yeah,
Okay.
because you come from humble beginnings. You come from a good. He comes from a good. Strong. Seated in the soil type of individual. So this guy has a great family. This guy has a great mom, has great sisters. But even before then, this guy was raised by his grandparents, in speak, right? So this guy, if you see him Ty right now, and you see him outgoing and he's talking and all of that, he's really a shy guy.
Yeah.
He's really a shy guy. So when you see him out there showing you love, because he's really coming into himself. When he started off, when he was younger, he was kind of,
Shy.
always shy.
Connected to my mama's
Yeah,
leg.
yeah, he was on his mom's. Every time I see him, he was hooked on his mom's leg. Like, hey, come here, man.
I don't know you.
I don't know you. You ain't my mom.
And I was fat.
Yeah, he wasn't fat. He was a little chubby.
Okay.
He was a little chubby. I'd say it like that. You know what I'm saying? But that's
I was
probably
eating good.
yeah. He probably was getting all the snacks and stuff. But he was really this dude where he was really shy, so you didn't know how to take him, and stuff like that. So who would have knew that he would get into rap and basketball coming out of himself? So this is where I began to know him as a little dude, growing up, being shy, and then coming into his own. So now you pick up, as a young guy, you pick up basketball.
Pick up basketball.
So by doing basketball, did that make you feel comfortable around people your own age?
So honestly, my people's put me in basketball so I wouldn't be a statistic.
Yeah.
Okay, so my dad wasn't around,
Mm-hmm.
and I could have been a troubled black kid, but they put me in sports to give me some focus to do, and I ended up falling in love with basketball.
Yeah.
Like literally, me and my best friend, I could tell you a moment where his name Jazz. Everybody knows Jazz. Listen to me, TJ. Listen to me, and all them.
Mm-hmm.
But I spent the night at his crib. We woke up one morning, hit the gas station, got donuts and drinks. We stayed at the Chains all day.
Yeah.
All day. To the point to where when I got home, I was dehydrated. Ended up passing out in my mom's living room. In like 8th grade, she thought I was drinking. I wasn't doing nothing. Fell out.
Just tired from just being active.
Oh yeah, I was always. So back then we could go outside late. Just come home when the sun go down, when the street lights come on. And then back then we could walk from South Beloit to Beloit, and it wasn't nothing crazy going on.
Right. Different times, yeah.
My mom knew where I was going, his mom knew where he was going, and we could do that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I did all summer.
Yeah.
So that's how it started. I was a hooper.
So you started off playing basketball,
Yes.
doing that. When did you pick up the love of hip hop, rapping? Because most people, what got you there? Was it when you heard a certain
That's when I heard a
rapper
certain song.
or whatever? What took you to the love of hip hop?
So it was what made me want to rap and get into hip hop was I saw a music video by Outkast, and I think it was Elevators. Me and you, your mama and your cousin too. So for whatever reason, when I saw that video, it blew my mind.
Right.
And then there was a show called Lyricist Lounge with Most Def and all the
Yeah.
it was on MTV.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta be really into it to know.
Yeah.
But that's what got me into it. I saw Outkast, and my mom and then my uncle Ernie, they would all play the old school jams.
Yeah.
So music was always around. But when I heard Outkast, Elevators, something in me was like, I'm eventually gonna do that. Now, at that time, like I was young, it was like 97.
Right.
So I wasn't really thinking like, oh yeah, I'm gonna try that out. But it was still hoop dreams.
Mm-hmm.
But that's
yeah,
why
basketball was first.
It was
then
always
listening to the
basketball.
music. Yeah, it's like this and that.
Cause you know how it was in the late 90s, 2000s. Every weekend you got the CD book. You drive out to Best Buy, get the 5 new latest hits, and you just hit the town.
Right. Just roll around listening to the music.
Yeah,
or
how many
whatever.
times you heard your uncle banging some old school stuff?
Listen. I always, me too. I was always surrounded by music, all the time. And what I did was, which they don't do nowadays, this younger generation, my music love goes all the way back 50s, 60s, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So there's a different soul
feel to
there's
it.
a feel to it, right? Yeah. So when you felt the music, then you like, oh, okay. So even now when you hear an older song, it's
Take you back
into your memory, like, oh, I remember this, I remember that, I remember how I felt then, or I remember mom and them cleaning up and they played this or that or that. So when you heard Outkast, you was like, yo, I'm out there. This is gonna be something that I love. That really put me on.
And you know what else outside of Outkast? And my mom swears she don't remember this, but she used to dance around the house and clean in a house party. I always loved house party to the point to where I was a little kid. I'd be like, yeah, I can't wait till I get older. I'm finna,
House party.
That's still my favorite movie.
You don't know how many times during that everybody, and nobody can say everybody at that time tried to practice on the Kid and Play move where you grabbed your leg.
Oh, like jump over? Yeah, I've done that a couple times.
Done almost broke my neck. Had to have that. I probably got it once or twice. Then I was like, okay, that's good enough. This ain't nothing that I can keep doing
I can't
at the
do
party.
this.
No, I definitely was not gonna do that at the party. Yeah, definitely Saturday morning cleanups.
Yeah, they know, they remember.
Yeah, Saturday morning cleanups.
Put that little jam on it.
Yeah. So you get started with the rap. I'm trying to figure out what made me love hip hop. What actually? Because I was hearing it. You know, I'm a little older, so I'm hearing it. Like I am hip hop. When somebody say, "Am I hip hop?"
Yeah.
I am hip hop because I am 51.
You get I say you get the pure days, like
Yeah.
let me think. I don't want to say Earth, Wind, and Fire, but the hip hop.
The hippie, yeah. I'm coming in with Sugar Hill, and all of that. I'm
Harlem
coming in
and the Funkadelics and all that.
So I'm coming in where lyrics was on this the hip hop. And everybody was on that. Yeah, then we get to KRS-One.
Then it get hipper.
Yeah, then you start breaking it down. But then when we get to Rakim, and it gets more intellectual, and then, you know, he didn't have to cuss, but you knew he was hardcore.
Yeah.
You knew he was hard by the, you know what I'm saying? His song, I Ain't No
tone,
Joke. I just let the mic smoke. Now I slam it to make sure it's broke when I'm going.
His delivery, his tone was...
Yeah. So all of these things. So then I started loving hip hop and said, yo. But I never said I wanted to be a rapper.
That's cool. You just appreciated the art.
Yeah, I appreciate the art. I didn't know I wanted to be a comedian.
That's what I wanted to know.
I didn't know, but this still I am.
Oh yeah.
I know, but I didn't know I wanted to be a comedian to really take it to the comic level until I was in high school, my 10th grade year, and when I did the first talent show. And rest in peace, Eugene Relaford came and told me I had it. You know, because I was just out there on stage thinking that I was just doing some stuff. But actually, I had been listening to all the great comedians so long that it just formed in me to know how to do a set. And when I did a set, and I probably did my first time doing comedy on the stage at Beloit Memorial, I probably did a 30-minute set. That's the first time I ever did comedy. I did a 30-minute set, and everybody can contest from beginning to end. From beginning to end, I killed it. And then so when he told me you got it, and he became my manager, I was like, yo, I love this. I get paid to clown because I've been getting in trouble in school for clowning. You see what I'm saying? So now I get paid, and then I said, well, the one catch that we gotta go through my mom.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's always the ultimate test.
We gotta go through Big Mama. So let me say, if my mom approved this, we good. I don't know. He's good at what he did because he sat there and talked to her, and then we on from there. So you went. Now you were hip hop.
Hip hopped out. Now we hooping.
You're hooping and you're rapping. Where do you say, okay, I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna start writing some rhymes. I'm gonna start.
So in the midst
where did you
of
get
all
the
that,
name?
Funny story. I'm glad you asked that. So, if you're watching, what up, Jerry? Jerry Tucker. There's a guy named Jerry Tucker, one of the homies. We decided he had a little studio in his crib, microphone, little basic setup. Yeah. I mean, he was like, "What you think?" And we just thought it was almost on some movie type stuff. Yeah. And so he sat down. He was like, "All right, we gotta come up with a name." So he wrote down a bunch of names, and I think I saw Sway But at the time, Sway in the morning or Sway from MTV was
Yeah.
dominating the airwaves.
Yeah.
So I was like, I always thought it was gonna be something. So I'm like, if I blow, I can't be Sway. He gonna sue me. He own the name. So like at the time, Jay-Z was one of my favorite rappers. So I came up with Sway Z.
Oh, I thought that you called yourself Swayze at the time because that's when hip hop was taking that sway.
That little sway?
Yeah, that little sway thing. So I said, oh, he's just gonna jump on board and be a part of the sway.
So if I had known that, I would have marketed it like that because that was smart.
That was smart.
That wave
and
at that
and
time.
the way you came out, which I always like your music, because you wasn't like, yo, I'm from the streets and this and that and blah 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 blah. You always had a party feel.
Yeah, let's take it back to the old days.
Yeah, so you always had a party
and talk
feel.
to girls. Why I'm in there angry? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now, what we doing? So that's how I was back in the day. I saw the videos, and it was like you with your homies, the girls with the girls, but y'all there mingling, and at the end of the day, you want to find someone. So
Listen,
why not make music to that?
Yeah. So although I like your soul. See, because although you're a younger guy, you had an old soul. But the old soul means that when you go to a party, ladies and gentlemen, it is not for you to stand over here, the guys over here, and the females over here, and listening to music, and nobody's interacting. I went to parties. I knew I was finna get sweaty. I knew I was finna dance, but I didn't want to get too sweaty because I knew that the DJ played fast songs at the beginning, and then he slowed it down toward the end. So you didn't want to get musty when you was finna go ask a girl for that slow dance.
When you get that slow dance.
Right.
You stank.
Yeah, you stank. Put your hands on top of my shoulder blades.
Hit them with the funk.
Yeah, so okay, so we go through this. So now you're starting to rap, you're starting to find yourself or whatever. How did you so I'm gonna play like I don't know these things. How did you come out solo, or were you in a group?
So I started off in a group. So at the time where I met this guy, Jerry Tucker, who helped me come up with the name and everything, we also, so I just graduated high school. We messing around. He messing around with beats. I still don't know how to rap. Still trying to figure it out. And all of a sudden, it just kind of like snowball effect. I met this guy. A lot of y'all may know him. Shouts out to him, Darius Pro Pittman. I met him because he went to my school. And it was like, yo, it's this new kid. So it was almost on some like gangster shit stuff. Where I met him and we was cool. The next time I saw him, we was in the studio together. And then Jerry started to form a group. So it was me, Darius, shouts out to Luz, Thriz, Biz, and Jerry Tucker. We started a group called GYC, which stands for Graveyard Camp. And that was the first time I had ever wrote a rhyme. So like all those guys, they could write rhymes. They could, I was a hooper.
Right.
I always felt like I was a step behind them. So when we was about to put out an album, I had a song for every album. For every record, because I was always in the studio. I never left. I just stayed in there. And Darius never left.
Yeah. The crazy thing is, you had buzz. You picking up buzz.
Picking up buzz.
I was hearing your name, but I wasn't.
Couldn't put a face to it.
I didn't know it was Swayze. I knew you. I knew Ty. Right. So I didn't know that they was connected. And I'm gonna get to the part where I was like, oh, these are two. So when you was talking about being with Pro and the whole team, shout out to Pro. Pro's gonna be on here too.
Shout out to Pro.
That's a whole
He got a whole nother story.
Yeah, he got a whole nother story. Plus, we put these two together and then have a whole nother story.
Wow, we put us together, we got some stories.
Yeah, so then Pro, so y'all all together.
So at this point in time, I know Pro. We in the same group. We like always together. We in the suit. We like side by side. Like
so is this? Let me see if I'm going too far. Is this the time when y'all started doing shows at Jack's?
Nope. This was before Jack's.
Okay.
So this is in our introduction. We just met. So this is about 2005, 2006. We met when Jack. So that happened, and then at some point in time down the road, we put out one album, all of us together, and then the group kind of, I guess I don't want to say fell apart, but we all kind of went other directions.
Sometimes.
So like out of the group, me and Darius kept the buzz cracking, cause like Darius, you know, he's got his own brand and his own name.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can't take nothing away from Darius, but out of the group, me and him kind of did our own thing. We created our own brand, which eventually, because we stayed friends, we stayed hanging out, you know, once the group was over, and then down the road brings us to Jack's. Thursday nights.
Thursday nights at Jack's. If anybody, they need to bring that back.
Yeah, those nights are wild.
So yeah. So what happens is, let me see how I got. The people are like, well, how does comedy? Listen, comedy and hip hop.
It's hand in hand.
And that's like that. So I kept hearing about, yo, Jackson, this and this, and plus I'm starting to work on. I promote my own comedy shows.
You
right?
started doing your comedy started to get going.
Yeah, my comedy is taking off now. But what I want to do is, I want to add, because I'm hip hop, so I want to add one live element to the show, right? I want to add one live, whether it's the beginning, middle, or the end of the show. So I'm like, where can I get somebody, the local, I don't like to say local talent, but because that kind of waters it down, but where can I get people from the area that's doing their thing? They tell me about Jax. Tell me about Jax. Jax is going down on Thursday.
Yeah,
Jax is going down on Thursday.
He showed
Jax
up.
going down on Thursday. Yeah. I pull up. I say, yo. And then it's late. Listen, I got to be at work early in the morning, but I'm sacrificed. I'm like, no, I'm going to go down here and check them out.
It was something to do on Thursday.
Yeah, that was what was happening on Thursdays. So I get there, and I knew Pro. I think I met Pro. Maybe I met Pro at
Bushel and Peck or something.
Look at there. Yeah.
I had to sit back and think.
Yeah. So
the timeline is so deep.
Yeah. So I meet Pro, Darius Pro Pittman. This dude showed me so much love from the jump. When I started promoting for my own shows, I needed a home. I needed to find somewhere to do my comedy. And so Bushel and Peck was doing open mics. So I wanted to do my own show on a Friday night, but Darius, he had that sold up. He was
that was his spot.
Yeah, that was his spot. He was bringing in the talent, doing this and this.
He worked there and he played the guitar.
Yeah, so they told me to go talk to him. Maybe he'll work something out. Maybe he won't. I'm like, all right.
So at that point, you didn't really know him yet.
I didn't know him at all. So I go, but the funny thing is, I'm going to be this same very night is where I meet my best friend Vicky. So this is divine. It's so divine how things work. So, and then her and Darius, which we didn't even know it at the time. Her and Darius is cousins.
Really?
So yeah,
I didn't even know that.
So yeah, they're cousins. But I meet him and then meet her. But we don't meet all together. We all at the same place, but we don't see each other. So
divine time.
I go there like before then, and I'm like, yo, hey, I know you're doing open mic and this and this and this. I was wondering, I was just trying to get in and do some comedy. And I thought he was going to be like, nah, because they got people down there doing poetry, playing the guitars, and I'm happy, but I'm sad, I'm mad. You know, they got all this kind of
different vibe.
Yeah, it's a different vibe. And I'm trying to come down here and tell a joke. So he was like, I pitched my idea to him, and he's like, if you know Pro, you know you got to know the raspy voice, right? So Pro's like, yeah.
I'm feeling it, yeah.
While I'm talking to him, Pro is already looking at the vision. Yeah. You know what, man? You know what? Hey, I see it. I see it, brother. I see what you're talking about. Hey, it's gonna be dope. Hey, come down here and do a couple minutes. You know what I'm saying? And we can just break up the monotony. You know, you can do it like doing a break. I'm like, cool, right? But then he was like, you know what would be really dope, man? Don't even come down here with them. Let's just do you by yourself. Let's just have a whole comedy. I said, what? He said, you do you. I'll give you the whole night. I said, what? He didn't know me from Adam, bro. He was like, yo. So he was going to give me all of that. So I did it. So we set it up. I did a one-man show down there, Bush on Peck, 1 hour of comedy, 30 minutes and split between and another 30 minutes. He sat back. He didn't even want nothing to do with it. He wanted to be a fan of it.
He was in the audience.
He was in a fan. Didn't know me from Adam. Me and him chopped it up. I said, bruh, whatever you need, we gonna work. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna do some stuff together. Cause I never forget when people do good by me, it always come back around and do good by them. And so then that's when I did my show, I later met Vicky that night. You know, we talked. She wasn't even a comedian then, she was poetry. So we talked, we built. Still didn't know that her and Pro was cousins and stuff. We didn't know that. We didn't figure that out till later and doing stuff. But back to Jax. So, and he was talking. Y'all was up there. I'm not even gonna make this up just because it's right here. I'm up there, I'm scoping talent. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm sitting amongst people. Some people was looking at me like, yo, this dude, he's looking too intense on the acts, so he gotta be somebody important, right? So I'm just looking. I'm gonna tell you who I picked. I picked you, I picked Pro, and I picked Aston and Victoria, right? And I grabbed y'all and I said, yo, I'm gonna work with y'all. I said, I like what y'all doing here. Y'all got good stage presence. I got some things going on. And when I hit y'all up, come. And nobody gave me slack like, yo, whatever, man, this and this and this. So we started rocking like that. But so then we go from there. So now you hip hop.
I'm hip hop. But before we go any further, there's a piece of time that I almost missed, and I gotta shout them out because they really helped me out and boosted the Swayze career. So I gotta give a shout out to the Royal Family, Crown Zuby, and Apollo the Golden Child. I can't forget them because they're a big piece of it too. I used to open up for Zuby, and most of y'all know it's always around Apollo. It was always Apollo, Zuby, me. But they play a big portion of they play a big part in the Swayze.
And creating who you are today. Even, you know what I'm saying? I even shout out. I've done shows with Apollo. I've done shows with Zuby. Shout out to Zuby. Me and Zuby, man. Okay, so a story about
Royal
Zuby.
Family.
Zuby is we was on the same ticket for Divas and
was that the one with Paula? It was Divas and something else, but I remember because it was back in the day when Paolo and them was dancing.
No.
Dons and Divas?
Yeah, they had Dons and Divas, but it was an older people, and they had some divas. They had organization that went on in Rockford, right? And they did these things in the park, right? So they did these shows in the park, did barbecues and all of that, right?
I remember that moment. Some of them I didn't make though.
So Zuby was always
involved.
Involved with them. So me and him was on the same ticket. So I come up, do a couple of jokes or whatever, and then he comes up and do his song. Well, I came up and I did some jokes or whatever, but it was a bunch of kids and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Here's the thing about doing clean comedy. When people are like, cause it's kids out here. I am all a fan about doing clean comedy because there's kids. The kids is the ones that be coming up to me, man, you sorry. For what? They want that, they want that.
They want what they see on TV.
Yeah, they want that Netflix. They want that, they want you to cuss and all that. No, I can't do that.
Williams.
Yeah, they want that raw. And so, anyway, I did that. And that's what last. Zuby comes up there. Zuby comes in and shuts it down. Because Zuby is he's a whole entity. Zuby came there and shut it down. Zuby sings and raps and dances. He does all this, right? And then he started throwing money out to the crowd. Oh, they forgot all about me. Craz-E was no more. They forgot all about me. But he did his thing. But yeah, shout out
They
to
kind of
them.
own my showmanship. So like, Zuby was always first because he's a singer. But in my mind, I'm like, I can compete with that.
Right.
I can compete with that. And not no like.
Not no hating away.
Yeah,
it's all competitive. It's all good.
But that stems from basketball.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right. If I can't go first, I'm gonna be right side by side with Zuby.
Yeah.
You know, so I look at people like Zuby, Dayon, Blazo. Those are the marks for me.
Mm-hmm.
I like to put myself in that category.
There you go.
Because if you pull up everybody's history, I'm right there with them.
Yeah.
I'm just not
What
from
I
Beloit.
what I like about how y'all did, people don't understand because we oh, we don't get no credit because we from the Midwest and we from right here. So y'all really don't get no credit. But your credit is, y'all was creating something new. See, everybody, what y'all did 10 years ago. Just check this out. What y'all did 10 years ago, people doing right now.
Right now.
It's crazy. People like, nah, just this.
Me?
Zuby,
Yep.
when Zuby was singing and rapping like he doing, people was like, man, what is that? What is that?
Look what Chris Brown did.
Everybody's doing it. Everybody's doing it. Zuby was ahead of his time. Y'all was ahead of your time. When y'all was
singing
back,
and dancing.
yeah, y'all was taking it back to where it was, where hip hop was, like Heavy D, Big Daddy Kane, where they had dancers and they still was rapping and nobody called them soft. It was a part of the entertainment.
That's where I got it from.
So then you bringing all of that. Now y'all bringing that to the forefront. So that's why I liked y'all, because that was different. It wasn't about having to come up here and be hardcore. Y'all was for the ladies and stuff.
I was always different. Even when I got with Apollo and Zuby and them, I was different.
Yeah.
But different ain't necessarily bad.
No.
I always move to the beat of my own drum.
Yeah.
Like I've always been that. So like when I met Zuby, he had an artist with him. I think they just split apart from APO. And Ryan was like, let me see you dance. And I was like, all right, whatever. Dance, and then boom. Next thing I'm back up dancing with Zuby. First show I ever did, it was with Zuby and Apollo and them.
Yeah.
And Beloit don't know me at this point. I'm just a hooper from South Beloit. You know, like Tyson Sterling and I'm Jermaine Lofton. Like I knew the hoopers.
Yeah.
And so no one knew me as rapping. So when I come into Beloit, I'm sweating bullets. Because no one know me. And if I bomb, Beloit will let me have it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You ain't got no anchor, no
nothing. I get out there and kill it. Kill my set, go out there and dance with Zuby. And then that started the whole Swayze moment.
Yeah, you had a. Then when he said Swayze moment,
it was
that is
moment.
exactly what it was called. It went through here. People was like Swayze.
People didn't even know my government name.
No.
It was Swayze. It was insane.
Yeah.
But only certain people know that moment that I captured. But that's branding.
But yeah, and when we have it like that, and sometimes we gotta recreate ourselves.
Yes.
Because
funny you said that.
it'll go through waves, and that's in order to be who you are and to get where you want to go. You're gonna have to go through these trials and tribulations. So I wanna drive through this so we can get to the heart of the matter. So you go from now you hip hop and you're doing your thing. How now do you get to where you at now? So did the clothing come, or did the movies and acting stage plays?
So the clothing came first. So I did two major points in music. When we went to Kentucky, me, Apollo, you and Vicky.
Yeah.
That was.
So we can talk about that. So
let's jump into that real quick.
Let's just jump into that right now. So I got a chance to open up. So while I'm on the ticket, I'm supposed to be opening up for
Yo Gotti.
And this is in Kentucky, right?
Louisville,
so
Kentucky.
I get the chance to open up for Gotti, right? Yo, going to Kentucky, go for Gotti. So naturally, Vicky gonna come with me anyway. That's my shadow. She's coming anyway. And so, how do I do this? How do we get?
So I think I hit up Shantae.
Okay.
Because that's how I could, outside of Apollo, that's how we get connected and all this.
Yeah,
I'm like, I'm
yeah.
on there, let's get up in it.
Yeah.
Yo, Gotti, let's go. I think Shantae told me that you and Vicky were going.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think she was suggested or said something like, no,
Why don't they just go together?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
Why
how,
would you,
I'm like, well, I know. And I think I ended up hitting you up or somehow we got, and you were like, oh, come on, ride with us.
Yeah. Now, here's the thing, and I'm going to be very, 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 very honest right now. I have no problem with Nephew. No problem. Nephew hits me up and says, yo, you going opening up for Gotti.
Gotti, let's get it.
Yo, what's up? He was like, guess what? I got a spot too. I'm like, yo, this is what's up. He was like, yo. So he was like, yo, can I roll with you? How can we do this together? And I'm like, bet. It's just me and Vicky rolling. You can roll. And he's like, yo, so me, you, Vicky, and then me and Paulo. And I said, whoa. Because I was like, at the time, I was like, whoa, wait a minute. You got too much going on here.
He was like my manager.
Yeah. So then he was like, yo, I gotta take my guy with me. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, but I'm cool with pilots.
It worked out.
It worked out. So we all rode. We all rolling down. It's like we get our headspace into what we gonna do for comedy. They get our headspace into what they do for the show. We just rolling. We like, yo, we gonna have a good time down here. I think it was a holiday weekend too.
Something was going on because they had all the hotels.
All the hotels. So when we get down there though,
how did we not have a hotel?
Listen, so what happens is we get down there.
We booked it ready.
And it gotta be like 4th of July, Labor Day. It's one of them weekends that's crazy.
They had
and everything was shut down. So I gotta go talk to so Shantae did business with this guy up here.
Oh.
And
I remember
so
that.
I had to go to him. So he had kind of booked us or whatever, promoter. He was a promoter. Let's say he was a promoter. So I had to go get our info. Yo, where our hotel at? Where that paper at? That front end money. And so how everything will be set up for us, right? So what happened was that it's some foolery going on. Not with him though. Somebody else locally got tickets for the show. They did tickets for the show, so now you got overbooked.
We down there like, what's up?
We down here just in the midst of chaos. So we like, where's our where our room at? I'm thinking, yo, we gonna get. It's literally right across the street. I mean, 50 feet. There's this big old hotel. Man, it's a nice hotel.
Yeah. Well,
so he kicks me down some cash. He was like, yo, y'all gotta find your own hotel. I said, cool. So we get some cash. All 4 of us say, no, we go right across the street.
Let's get it.
Yo, we go right across the street. They like,
nah,
we booked up. We're booked up solid.
They told us something was going on.
Yeah, they got
every major hotel.
Yeah, it was something going on. So
I can't remember what it was.
But this hotel, this hotel, yeah, and then this hotel, they was like, yeah, but we do got a room. Bet we'll take it.
We walking, ain't we?
Before we get down there, we still at the hotel, the nice one. Because I'm talking to the people, and they was like, yo, we booked up all the way. But
because across the street was the venue.
Yeah, literally across the street. I'm like, we right there. This gonna be lovely.
It reminded me of Jersey Shore.
Yeah.
It didn't seem real.
They told us, the lady gonna try it. And she probably was on some fugazi anyway. She was like, you can get this room, which was the boiler room or something like that.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
She was like, yeah, you can get the boiler room. And she was trying to charge like $500 for that. I'm like, you stupid. I ain't going there.
And it's 4 of us. How many of us?
Yeah, what we gonna do? And then it's with buckets, mop buckets and whatever in there. That's just to go in there and change. So we was like, you know what, we out of here. I ain't finna spend all this money on here. So, and I was supposed to get up with another comedian. This is the comedian that helped me out. So I'll get with another comedian.
I knew there was somebody else down there.
Haran. Shout out to Haran. I hit her up when I get down, like, yo, I'm in town, this and this and this. So she's like, yeah, give me a call back in a minute, this and this. So we going to find hotels. Now we walking, right? Because it's nothing but hotels, but we walking.
Hotels and fancy stuff.
Yeah. Clothes, book, pack. We going down.
Cars, 24-inch rims, everybody walking around. It's
Gotti
in town.
Gotti's coming in town. Everything's lit. Everything gonna be good. We gonna be a part of that. But we just need to get us a spot. We need a room so we can change and do all this. We don't see nothing. Everything's booked. I don't know what it is. This is something so crazy. But I see this building. I see this big old building that first appears to me like a regular hotel. It has everything. People coming in. They got cars.
It's cracking.
It's cracking. Bet, let's go over here.
Let's go.
And it has the price up here. Remember the price?
I don't remember the price, but I remember now. I'm thinking about. I remember I was like, we going there.
We going there. It was like an epiphany. Like God is directing us there. So we go there. Let's get over there. We get over there. We go in there, and we like, yo, room for 4. They like, bet 4 of y'all, bet. We was like, cool. They was like, we just gotta straighten them out. All right, because there's people coming and going.
Did you notice the scenery though?
Listen, I didn't notice. I'm gonna show you what I noticed.
In the back of my mind, I did. I'm like, man, it's real churchy.
Yeah. So everything seemed because they had like church vans and stuff coming in.
The congregation was
everything was coming and going, right? But we didn't notice none of that. We
We just
We
trying to get a
open it up
room.
for got it.
We think
Got
got
it's
it.
in town. So they tell us, no, just wait. They tell us just wait to the side.
Yep, I mean, we sat down, we
Yeah,
just
we
chilling.
chilling. So I said, oh, let me go ahead and call
Get
a
in.
girl. Yeah, let me call the people. Tell them we finna get this room and
We good.
we gonna get with them. They can show us where to eat, where the good spots is to eat. We hungry.
And we
Bet.
made up stage set up and all that. I got pictures of that.
Yeah. So what happened was I called her. Boom. Hey. She was like, "Did you find a hotel?" And I was like, "Yeah, we found one."
We
She
over
said,
here.
"You." And she was like,
That's
"Yeah," but she was like, "Wait a minute. You found one that quick?" I said, "Yeah, it was just done." She said, "She knows the area well." She
I was
from
saying,
there.
isn't she the one that
said,
told us
Yeah.
that?
So she said, "Wait a minute. You found a hotel. Everything is booked up. You found one right there, less than a block." I said, "Yeah, we found this one.
We here, man. We geek.
We here. They're gonna clean it up. The rooms up for us, and this and this and this. Blah, blah, blah." She said, "What's the name of it?" "I don't know." She said, "Go outside
I remember
and
this.
look at the name and tell me what the name is." I said, "All right, whatever." I go outside. I look. I tell her the name. It's like Mission.
We ain't think nothing of it.
Mission something. And she said, "Yo, bruh, get all the way away from that hotel." What? No, we good.
We cracking.
Get
We in
all
here.
the way from that hotel. She says, "Yo," she said, "that place is so bad." This is what she said. She said, "That place is so bad that first 48 was filmed over there and somebody got shot."
The whole
I
church
said, "But
community
they
there.
got the church and everybody coming in there." She said, "Look at the place. Look, just shut up and look." I stopped, and the whole place changed.
Did you look at the side of the building?
The whole thing changed. I was like, "What?" As soon as she said that, so she's like, "Yo, bro, I'm finna come up there and I'll help you find out one." All right, bet. Paulo knew. Paulo was not trying to. Paulo was like, "Yo, this
We
is cheap.
here.
We here. This is lit, and we here." So we decided to go look at the hotel. Remember, we go up.
I think we went around.
We go in the
corner.
elevator. Yeah, but before we did it,
Before we go
we go
outside.
in the elevator. We go up.
It's the sister at convention out there.
But
No
it stops.
disrespect.
It stops on one floor, and this lady. Do you remember this? This lady was standing right there. It looked like something out of a movie or a horror movie. This lady was standing there with this.
I'm trying to think. I remember, but I don't remember.
This it's like something out of a movie. She had on this thing.
I know it
basically
was
she was a mental
wild because
patient. Yeah,
we were like, whoa,
she was a mental patient.
whoa.
And she was like, "Are you the doctor?" Such. No.
Nope.
We hit the button. Yo, we couldn't hit that
Close
button.
the door.
Close the door. Close the door. Close the door. Close the door. But we did. We went up. So,
We was on like the 5th floor.
man,
6th floor. We was,
yeah, it's just crazy. We came down. Then we looked on the side of the building. I was like, "We ain't doing this." Right? I was like, I ain't staying here. And then
Did me and Apollo end up staying there?
These two. Apollo and him said, "Nah, we here."
We here. We
And
ain't
they was
going
like,
around.
"Dude, we only a block away. We can just walk up there and this and this." I was thinking about the location and everything. I was like, "Nah, bro.
We didn't see the side of the building.
Nah, this place was whew." So
Not that there was anything bad with the side of the building, but we shouldn't have been there.
shouldn't have been there. So we go down the street. We had to go we had to go ways down, and we find the Super 8. And the crazy part about it, I don't even think we even stayed in our rooms, just hanging out or whatever. But I mean, even later after the
I
show,
would say it was real brief. I think when y'all did go to the room, it was y'all slept and we was out
yeah,
because
it was.
we were. I don't know. Me and Apollo was walking. I don't know where we. I don't know if we was walking back, but there was like it was a group of girls, and they was like, "Where y'all at? Where y'all staying at?" That's what we did. Right over there.
Yeah.
We point, and when they see the side of the building, they got a cross on it.
Yeah.
About as tall as the
Man,
whole
cross-
building. They're like,
the cross
"What?"
is super big.
It's the whole building.
It's the whole building. They was like, "Nah, that
They
ain't no
trying to
party
find
place."
a Gotti party. Talking about where
Yeah.
we going. We like right over there.
Yeah.
Y'all going to church?
Right. Y'all went to church. Y'all trying to set us up. So,
Yeah.
well, when we get there, so it was still some chaotic because there's 2 sets of tickets, place is packed. So
It was wild.
I get up
People
there.
running around everywhere.
Yeah, I get up there to talk about what I'm gonna do, how I'm gonna host the show.
Because didn't they push you back? Or
Man,
something,
they pushed me.
Something ended up where you got cut.
Yeah, they cut.
I'm in the middle. I'm not even knowing. I'm about to get my turn missed because there's just so much
Yeah,
going on.
what they did, they cut my time, And what I said was, and then you were supposed to go.
You did some negotiating.
Yep. So I did some. I did some negotiating. I said, okay, since you cut my time though, because they was going to try to cut you all the way out. I said no, nephew going up. So even if I don't have to,
They pushing me up the stage.
Yep, even if I don't get to go up, nephew going up there. And he was like, nah, Joe, you finna go up there. I'm constantly talking to people. I'm talking to the DJ. DJ give me.
Now I'm on stage, and now everyone's still shoving me.
Yeah, they still shoving me around. Like,
he's like, "What's your name?" I'm like, "I'm Swayze from South Beloit." So now
Yeah.
it's time to go. Oh, this is what you do. Coming to the stage, Swayze from Chicago. I'll run out. I didn't say that.
Yeah.
I ain't say that to him.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's not what I said.
when I finally, because listen, this is what we learned about the business. This is what you can learn about the business. It's not so much how you present yourself or what you do. It's how you finagle it. It was people bumping him, coming up with their CDs. They was getting their music played during you know how you playing music before it builds up. They was getting their music played. They was finna get they was getting put on.
I'm getting bumped left and right.
He getting bumped left and right because they giving out CDs.
Hey, let me get on.
With their money under. I'm seeing it.
I didn't know that part of the game.
So they got money under there and they giving it to the DJ. He's like, "Yep, you next. Yep, you next." And
I'm just standing up.
Yeah, he looking at me like, and I'm like, "What you talking about? What you got? You got to beat out them." I was like, "No, bro, we on the ticket. I ain't giving you no money. You already get paid for this, and I see the shadiness you doing." So anyway, we finally, do my thing, but I finally get him up there. It's like, yeah. And then he tried to dog you out because he gave you such a lame, like he just threw him up there like, yeah, here comes Swayze from Chicago.
From Chicago.
Yeah. Y'all deal with him how you want to. So Swayze get up.
I ain't gonna lie, my energy wasn't up.
No, it couldn't have been, because
there was too much going on.
It was too much going on.
I don't know what you and Apollo was doing.
So what he did, so he gets up there, and this song that he's doing is a banger up here. So it's like they not giving him the energy, right? So
what y'all do? Somebody Apollo or somebody stopped?
I did. So he was up there, but I seen two girls. This is how good management is. I wasn't even. But
I'm up there asleep. I'm like, man, F this.
Yeah, not taking them to Apollo, but I was like. Because Paulo was like trying to get.
He was up there, but he was still kind of like.
Yeah, Paulo was trying to get the crowd into you. So I'm like, I see two girls, two females, and I'm like, yo, they was feeling it. I said,
Well, I had a tutu on. I remember.
Oh, she was bananasly. She was way underdressed, but it worked for us. So I was like, yo, I said, yo, you two, y'all feeling this? They were like, yeah. I said, how? Come here. I said, come here. So I had them come on stage, unbeknownst to him. He didn't even know.
Nope, I'm still getting into the song.
They done came up with a whole dance for his song. They standing there, and then then I have them get on top of these little speakers or whatever. They out there doing their thing. The crowd, all of a sudden, the crowd going bananas now. The crowd like, yo, and you like, yeah.
You remember when I tuned in?
Yeah, and then when you look on your...
Oh, okay, yeah. Then whole body change. I'm up there.
When you looked over your shoulder and saw them dancing, and they got a little little, and you was like, yo, okay, yo, how is it?
And that's when I went in.
Came together, yeah. And so it appeared like that they was his dancers anyway because they
it looked like it was part of the show.
So like everything worked out for the thing. It just worked out great. That was a smash.
And right after I got off the stage, yo, Gotti lit that place up.
So then Gotti
lit it up.
Yeah, then Gotti comes out there. So all that just worked for the
It worked out.
So yeah.
The last thing they saw before Gotti was me.
Yep.
Yeah. And they showed love. Yeah. They showed love.
So what we showing is you can even use this in life. He got pushed back, but it only pushed him in the right spot at the right time to display himself.
Because Gotti saw me?
Yeah, because you could have easily...
All of them saw me. I could have just...
you could have easily been mad, but like, you know what? Forget this, man. I ain't finna do that.
But drove all the way down there for nothing.
Yeah, and me looking out like, no, his energy is low, but he needed something to pick it up, and that just worked out. Them girls came up there. And
they went crazy. That's what turned me up.
Yeah, because they made a whole dance to his song. And I was like, yo, they was just feeling it, and they came up with something. The crowd was just like, okay, I think the
crowd woke up too.
We're supposed to be doing this. He's somebody.
Because I was different.
Yeah, because
Gotti's Gotti. But like all the other artists that were there, I was different. I came to.
You came to party. You gave them the party feeling because everybody else was,
Let's shoot them up. Let's shoot them up. Let me grab my nuts.
And actually, that's what caused some friction in the crowd because they had artists up there too hardcore. You making the crowd get all hardcore. So
I learned it from Apollo though. Like as far as like doing shows, like have your show mix set to like that type of venue. So if you know you're finna be in some. Let's see, some drill type of environment. You're gonna bring your drill music.
Yeah.
But if you want to party, you want to have separate moments for those different type of shows.
Yeah, exactly. And that's how I do my comedy. I can't go talking to a middle-aged crowd about this, that, and the third. They want to hear. I need that for that crowd.
You gotta know your
demographic. You got to know your demographic. You got to know the crowd that you're working with and what songs to pick. And that's why I just ask people, like, how do you know what song you gonna pick or this and this and this? Some people be like, well, I just go out there and do it. Well, you getting lucky. But if you do your research before then, be like, well, what we working with?
Do your analytics, see what this.
Yeah, you got to do your homework. That way, it makes you a better show. Here's another secret that I do, and I know you see me do this at my show. I always get a feel of the crowd. Always sit with the crowd. Always feed off their energy.
Test run.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, this is what they want to hear tonight. This is what they feeling. Instead of me going on stage, trying to put myself onto the crowd, right? So if I'm going on stage, let me say these jokes. Yeah, they not feeling it.
You're controlling everything.
Yeah,
you dictating the crowd.
Yeah, I'm cheating it, but I'm also helping myself. Some people, I just look at it as you working too hard when you stand back in the back and then you come out and be like, unless, you know what I'm saying, but like in hip hop and music, you can kind of do that. If you got a #1 hit, they want to hear that song. So if you come out there,
you got something to catch them
with. Yeah,
right
they got
away.
something to catch them with. Me, I got to catch them with this joke. And I can't, if I can say a joke that's really, really funny, it might be a classic, I can only use that so long. I don't even like to keep using the same, bring it back out. And this, because people going to be like,
I heard that special.
Yeah, or they gonna say they heard it and they gonna think they heard it from somebody else.
But it's your joke the whole time.
It's your joke the whole time.
But that's crazy how we got sidetracked to all that.
Yeah.
Because I don't even know. So that's how. So after all that, and then after the Yo Gotti moment, and no one knew this, but I was trying to figure out what my next move was. I couldn't figure it out. So I did one last show, and I shot down to Texas, went to the South by Southwest Music Festival. Who was it? DJ Khaled, when I got down there, parked his tour bus right in front of me, hopped out. The whole Def Jam label was down there. And that was the last show I did. And that was, what year is this? 2000, that was 8 years ago.
I know I had hit you
and
up.
Then I disappeared.
You know, because you've been rocking with us inward and outward.
Inward, yep.
You know what I'm saying? So we was doing radio, B City Be Funny Live.
Yep.
He was coming to our shows.
Remember I showed up late and y'all roasted me?
yeah, we got on you.
Yeah.
So
I came in on that Hollywood. What? You late?
We late? What?
Get on.
Yeah, it's like, you don't do that. But it's always been love.
Yeah, I take
and
it.
I think at one point you got to a point where you was like, and I hit you up because we stopped doing the radio up there, and then I came up to you, and then I was like, yo, what's up with your music? And he was like, yo, you kind of like.
I fell back from
it.
Yeah.
I was like, but I told you, and I said, nah, you're too talented. You can take a little hiatus, but don't take it too long. You're like,
you want to know someone else who said that to me? His name's David, aka Luge. He makes some of the beats that I get now, but he was in the group that I was in back in the day. He saw me, and I gave him that same energy. He was like, nah, bro. Nah, he was like, you gonna come back. Yeah. I was like, nah, it's curtains. I ain't coming back. It's curtains.
Because I was telling you, nobody does what you do. You was in your own lane. So you just going to get out of that. I know that things happen. I know things come up. Because with me,
I was out of it.
You know, I kind of move around through the comedy. But when you really love it, when you got to really love what you're doing in this, because you're going to get some ups and downs that'll make you say, man, forget all of this.
You'll get burnt out.
You're going to get burnt. Yeah, it's a lot of things that happen. You're going to deal with shady promoters.
Yep, life get to life.
People
get to juking you out.
Yeah, then you be like, you know what? Is it worth it? You get to work in a 9 to 5. You don't have time to really put into the craft. So a lot of things happen, and you just be on your break, right? So you may shift away from it for a minute, but when you come, you know, the love of it is
It'll
stay
always
with
bring you back.
Yeah,
It'll always
yeah.
bring you back. So in that moment, from so we just hit a history. I'm having all kinds of ups. I was decent at basketball. You know what I'm saying? Then I went to music. I got with a good crowd. I held my own as a solo artist. I was with 2 groups that were thriving. I had been winning.
Yeah.
I had been winning, and then all of a sudden it just stopped, and I didn't know what to do with life. I'm like, well, let me work this 9 to 5. In the midst of working that 9 to 5, I was like, this ain't me. So I was like, what can I do? So now at this point, I'm brainstorming. I'm like, what can I do that I love to do? And back in the day, right before the music kind of took off, I started Be Heard Clothing. So some people may remember, some people bought some stuff from way back then, but I put it on the shelf because I was like, you know, I'm gonna be a rapper. And then when I was on my hiatus, I was like, you know what does everybody need? What does everybody need on a day-to-day basis? Clothes. Then it hit me. I was like, we finna go on this rebranding tour. Swayze is done. If I do get back to music, which I did, I'm gonna tie it into my clothes. So everything comes back to my clothes. I shoot a music video, I got my clothes. You know. So then that's what in 2020, right before COVID hit, I was ready to reveal myself to the world. It just happened to be in the moment when the world shut down.
Yeah. Well, you've done a lot. You've done a lot with your clothing. You've done some fashion shows.
It's linked up with Paquita.
Yeah. What? Okay, so where does the name come from?
Be Heard Clothing? So
Tell about the name.
Be Heard Clothing starts with my mama's name and my last name. So you may know. And people who know my mom, they call my mom B. Her name is Beatrice, but everybody who know my mom, they call her B. And my mom probably like, why you telling them my whole name?
Right.
But they call her B. So I always wanted to, if I get on, tie something back to her. So I took the first letter of her name and attached it to my last name.
Right.
But if you take away,
also, go ahead.
If you take away that, it's Be Heard. You know what I mean? Like Be Heard.
Be heard. Be heard. When you wear your clothing, you're going to be heard. Yeah.
And everything I do, from like I'm being heard. Be loud, be strong, be heard. And that's what the brand represents: being loud, being strong, and being heard. But it originates from my mama. But you think about it, strong black woman.
Strong black woman. It's always you tied it back.
So and it has to have meaning, or like I ain't gonna put my heart into it. You know what I mean? So this is a representation of her, but it's like our family name.
Right.
You know, if there's no B in front of the herd, it ain't our brand. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because there's other herds, like where that may be related to me, it may not be. But if it ain't got that B in front of it, it ain't official. Because now at this point, I'm a household name. I just mailed out a package to Missouri. Someone just bought some clothes.
And always, and that's just so great because doing your own clothing. Like, okay, so you get on, you become this mega star, and everybody want to wear something. Everybody want to wear the labels and
Nike,
stuff like that.
Louis,
the Louis and what.
The stuff that brands don't even care about you.
Right.
Some brands don't even want people of our skin tone in their stuff, but it's money, so they gonna take our money.
Why can't you wear your own stuff? Right? Why can't you wear your own stuff? Be heard in your own stuff.
Your own
right?
stuff.
I got some stuff from him. So when y'all see me out, be heard. I'm gonna have it. Why? Because I'd rather support him and rock his. Because he got good products. He got good T-shirts, hoodies. What you got?
I got T-shirts, hoodies, leggings, jeans, men and women's jeans, swimsuits, slacks, dress pants, dress shirts, male and females. I'm like a real retail store, like a Nike, a Walmart, a Sam's Club. I'm all those things, but it's me.
And so why
free shipping. And if it don't fit, you can return it. I'll give you your money back. You can get a new size. I got the most.
Look at you.
I'm like a real stove. But it's me. It's online. Just take that chance. Just take that chance. I got you.
Why wouldn't you take a chance with Be Heard, but you'll take a chance with Temu?
Temu. And honestly, I can get the same thing Temu get. I can have it come to you small.
Support this black, young entrepreneur. I want everybody. I need to just be walking through a store and see just random people, grandmas, little kids. I need to be seeing them rocking Be Heard.
I need my city to rock it because I'm expanding. You know,
Keita said you had a dress that sold out for homecoming in 2021.
Yeah. Shouts out to Bequita. Cause oh man, employee. What was it? It wasn't employee of the month. It was vendor of the month. Tying to once. So once I got the store popping or my online thing popping, Vicky had put me in contact with Bequita.
Mm-hmm.
And you know me. Hey, what up? I'm like, boom. And she was like, oh, this. And then I met. And then it was all love. And she said me nothing but love since the time I linked up with her.
Shout out and rest in peace to my good friend Vicky.
Yes.
Anybody that's entrepreneur around here,
big supporter.
she is like this wall of connects, right? She put people together, boom, 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 and everybody will be like, well, I met you through Vicky and this and that.
And I don't even remember how I met Vicky, but I know Vicky used to love me wiggle. You know what I said?
Yeah.
Oh boy, when you get the
yeah, that's what I say. You had the dance thing.
Yeah, Vicky loved it when I got there.
and then when we had you on the show and everything,
It was
you was on there a few times.
Yeah.
And it was just we never had nobody, no guest that didn't feel good. You know, everybody just came. It's just like this.
That family atmosphere.
Yeah, it wasn't
feel
like
comfortable.
Yeah,
It
you
wasn't
just
like,
come in.
"Man, I'm finna do this interview just cause I might snag a couple of their views."
Right,
But you on that
nah.
Hollywood type stuff.
Yeah. I think we made a song up. Did we? Yeah, we wrote
That song, if y'all look on my Facebook page, I think you can hear a clip of it. It's from 9 years ago. You doing some like genuine R. Kelly.
Yeah, we always
It
had.
was wild. It was wild.
And I'm gonna bring this
R.I.P.
back
to
cause
Vicky.
so nobody steals. But we did some stuff that I'm gonna bring back. As far
You'll
as
see.
singing and
You'll see.
singing.
You'll see.
Then we gonna bring all that back because we was ahead of our time with that as well. So we gonna bring it back on a lot of different things.
So that's how I got tied into Bequita and Blessed Divine Creations. It was through Vicky. I had started, and you know, Vicky knew my history too. I was like, I'm doing clothes. She had seen it. Like, I see you doing the clothing thing, Mr. Hurd. I was like,
Yeah,
oh yeah.
I think that one of the times that you did she host?
Oh,
your fashion
she
show?
hosted my fashion show.
So she hosted one of the fashion shows. I didn't get I was doing the show or something.
Yeah,
So,
you had a show.
yeah,
She told me.
Yeah,
She told
yeah.
me.
There was no way I was just gonna miss it. So yeah, I had to do something. And even after I got done, I had her up. She was like, yeah, we just ended it because I was going to shoot up there. But yeah, it's always been love. It's always been family.
Bequita and everybody, she was in the fashion show. I'm gonna bring it back. I'm on it. So when I bring back the fashion show this time, it's really gonna be on some New York New York Fashion Week type stuff. Because you know, through all these ventures, I've got some.
A day in Paris.
I've got some connects in a model group that were just in New York Fashion Week, and we gonna do business together. So when I get all my ducks in a row and I do put the fashion show on together, it's gonna be some real life like fashion show time.
Yes.
I'm gonna take it up a notch. So that's why it's taking me so long. One, because I done jumped into all these different adventures, but it's gotta be right.
It's gotta be right.
It's gotta be right. But the town, they've been asking, especially the ones that went to the last one, they've been asking, but it's coming. Fashion and entertainment, Be Heard Clothing, the fashion show is coming. We'll probably shoot for next year, 2025.
There you go.
Because, another segue, I'm acting now.
There you go. We are talking to an actor.
Yeah. I'm an actor now. Steven Spielberg type.
That's right. He can put that on his resume
It's
and
on
say
there.
he's an actor.
It's on there. I'm
Whether
an
it's
official
stage
actor.
play, you're also doing
Movies. Yes.
So
Yes.
hey,
Shouts out to Raphael Ganglin. So Grateful Films.
you might mess around and see the movie on.
I got one on
Tubi
Amazon
or-
Prime right now.
Look at there.
The Romano Story. We got 4 stars. And then you can catch me on YouTube. It's called Your Only Fan. You can find that on 608 TV. And Your Only Fan right now has 1,445 views. So we doing numbers. We doing numbers.
Don't get that confused with fans only.
Oh yeah. No. not that one. No,
That kind of stuff.
This is gonna be a drama that's gonna have you on the edge of your seats. Go ahead, go look it up on 608 TV. It's called Your Only Fan, and of course I'm in it. But then you can find me on Amazon Prime, The Romano Story, and I ain't gonna lie. In 2 weeks, I'll be in Texas filming my 3rd movie. This one's gonna be a faith-based movie. So this one's gonna pull some tears. But I'm taking my acting to another level.
There you go. that's that's what I did when I was doing stage plays. I'm finna get back into that. Shout out to Cerise Wingo.
Yes. Stage plays. Those are fun. Those are fun.
Stage plays and things like that, and people was like, "Oh, he's a comedian." This, that, and the third. But then when I showed them a different side, this is the funny side. Then people were like, "Wait a minute,
you don't
man,
you
got that
put in the box."
Yeah, but when I show them the other side of me, it's like, you a mean person. Let's act it.
Yeah,
but I'm not. Yeah,
funny you said that because you know me,
Mm-hmm.
and when I told everyone that I was going to be an actor, so funny story. I'll tell a story real quick. So when I first met the whole team. So I was shooting a music video for Counted. I was shooting the music video. The guy, shout out to Rob, who shot the video, was talking to Raphael. Now, I wasn't around. They must, they take care of business and stuff. So I guess my name came up, and he hit me up like, "Hey, what you think about acting?" You know me. Oh, whatever.
Yeah.
Let me try it. I got a monologue for you. You got 24 hours to memorize this, record it, send it back. And off that one monologue that I recorded in 24 hours, never acted. I sent it back to him and landed 2 roles. So he hit me like, "All right, I need you to be here at a certain time." You know me, I'm punctual.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm there. First time I meet them, it ain't no hire, nothing. They filming. Hey, clip the mic on me. Some lady come with the lights and the boom, and I got caught up in the moment.
Listen.
I got caught up in the moment.
And for those out there listening and looking, just because you may feel like, this ain't. No, they ain't gonna like me, or this and this and this. When I first got my first, when I auditioned for, and that's funny how I auditioned for a play, a Tyzae Mr. The director, Cerise, and we good friends right now. He didn't want me. I had the heart.
It turns out that way.
Yeah, I had the heart. I had the mannerisms of the character, but I wasn't. I didn't fit the image, right? Yeah. He wanted a buff dude and this and this and this. But the buff dude that he had envisioned that he wanted couldn't act, right? So, but then as my attitude and I came into that character, he was like, "Yo, this all gonna work out."
Yeah, I got fired on my first set. Fired. That day I'm talking about, I meet them. So my role was my character had a girlfriend. She was calling me. I ain't pick up. She just got off work. She called a side dude. So I pull up as the side dude pulls up. She get in the side dude car. I'm supposed to hop out and cuss her out. So keep in mind, this is my first time on set.
Right.
This like some real deal. I feel like I'm on MTV. So he like, "You ready?" I'm like, yeah, I'm ready, boss. Yeah.
I got
So I'll pull up. I'll hop out the car. I'm yelling at her. But while I'm yelling at her, guess what I'm doing? I'm smiling.
Oh
yeah, you beep. He's like, cut. I'm like, my bad.
Right.
He's like, you smiling, so we do it again. Beep. I'm still smiling. And then on the last one, I'll never forget this, because I don't even know if Diane remembers this. She was one of the ladies on the production team and stuff. We shoot the last. He give me another try. We do it again. I got the smile kind of contained, and then I turn it into comedy. I'm cussing. I'm like, "Get your mother beep, get your butt in the car." And then as the side dude ready pull off, I kick at the car. And turn into comedy. Diane, the lady, she's like, "What's good?" She's cracking up. Whole time, Raph, he like, that wasn't it.
No, he wasn't.
Done.
He wasn't a gangster. He wasn't.
So he didn't give up on me. He calls me back a couple weeks later because I'm calling him like, yo, what's up?
Right, yeah.
He's like, check it out. He's like, I'm gonna give you this role, and it's gonna challenge you. So you know me in my everyday life, I'm not a gangster.
Yeah.
I'm not robbing. So I had to. Well, if anybody wants to go watch Your Only Fan and the Romano story. And I got people from when we went to premiere, they came out and they were like, "Okay, you did your thing." I made people believe that I was a gangster.
This is my next question. Exactly. This is my next question, because I'm gonna ask you another question too. So with acting is, you have to be that person. Get out of yourself, and now you have to be that person. But not only be that person, you have to
sell it.
You have to sell it. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm playing Raphael, I need for you to believe that I'm Raphael. I'm not Raphael. I'm not Emmett. I'm Raphael.
Right, Raphael. However Raphael sounds.
Yeah. And once you become, because this is what I had to do. Once you get into that character, you're committed into that character.
Mm-hmm.
Now, how do you get out of that character? See, because
Oh,
I played the
easy.
part. I played a part as T-Dot, so I was straight gangster, right?
Mhm.
So I got into that. I was dirty to my baby mama. I was dirty to my side. And if
Situation.
anybody watch, you got to see Tyzae Mr. I was a beast.
Wait, what's it on? We'll talk about
Yeah.
that.
So I was a beast in that, right? And so I jumped into the character. I became that character. We practiced it and rehearsed it so much. And then I finally, because Cerise said, you gonna know when you become that character. Because when I came on set, they didn't call me Emmett no more. I was now T-Dot.
Yeah, that
So
happens
now
too.
I'm
You
that
get called
person.
your character name.
Yeah, I'm that person. Now my whole attitude. I thought I was out of that character when I left.
Mm-hmm.
No, everybody else was like, yo, you different. You acting different. So it took me a while. I'm not even.
No, that's
it took me
real.
a while
That
to
stuff
get
is
out of
real.
that. Yeah, to get out of that character. And it wasn't until I saw Denzel. I watched this thing with Denzel, and he was like going in and out of characters. So all these movies that he's in, dude, these
10
are
different people.
Yeah, these 10 different people. So when you seeing him, when he's like, he gets the award for Training Day,
Mhm.
because that's a person that he normally doesn't do. So he's like, yo, when I went into Training Day, I had to get into this another character that wasn't me, and now I'm into this character. So
Yeah.
then you got to find ways to get you out of that character back into yourself. So
I always go in it because there, like you said, there's famous actors that have been characters, and when they go back to their real. So Snowfall,
mhm.
the main character, I can't pronounce his name because he's from overseas, but the main character in Snowfall, he does all the stuff. But anyways, he said it was so hard for me. He stayed in that gangster mode for so long that he had to go to therapy to like get out of it.
Yeah.
But in my mind, I try to just stay. I always have a fail-safe switch to that. Like, all right, you're losing you, because the whole time
Yeah.
you still want to be you.
Yeah.
So once I feel like I'm losing me, I gotta get back to things that make me me, so I
Yeah.
don't get lost in that character. Because when I was in Dallas, when I finally, after I got fired and they rehired, I met him in Dallas, and we're shooting, and then at one point he was like, look in the mirror, and don't leave the mirror until you convince yourself that you're this character.
Yeah.
Because it got to a point to where we're at the last day of filming, and it's a night scene. And if I don't get this night scene, that whole Dallas trip that we went down there for, I would have ruined everything.
Nothing.
And I probably would have been fired.
Yeah.
But when push comes to shove, I come through in the
There you go.
clutch. I come through in the clutch.
Curry.
That almost broke me. I got back home. I'm calling my guy Jazz. Like, bro, I don't know if I can do this. He's like, man, take classes. I'm talking to my mom. She's like, yo, it might not be for you. But then Tyrone kick in. I'm like, you know what? And then I ain't gonna lie, Raph kept hitting me up. We had to keep finishing scenes, and the more and more I kept doing it, he kept me.
Yeah, and then
And
you
now
gotta know,
I'm
stay
on-
on your craft.
Yes,
When
yes.
you go to different auditions, you might not get it. No matter, you might do your best, okay, but you just might not be the best at that time. So
Or you could be the best, and
Yeah.
they just might be looking for something else.
just stay at your craft, because even your big time people audition for stuff, they don't get it.
You got your name in the mix.
Yeah,
They
so-
might remember you next time. Like, oh, you know
Yeah,
what?
they might see, oh, well, he wasn't good for this, but he might be good for this or this and this and this. So it works out other ways. You just have to have the love for it and grind for it.
I know someone right now in the movie that we're filming right now, the third one, the faith-based one. There's a lady in the movie and stuff, and we were talking. He's working on another film, and she was like, he hit me up for that, but I passed on it because it wasn't for me.
Mhm.
But then he came back around. He was like, I got another, and she took it. So some movies might not be for you, but you'll come back around and land another one.
So I had some notes. We somehow or another we still got on the notes that I had. But
We freestyled it and did notes.
yeah. We still got on everything that I was saying.
Yeah.
So here's a question.
Okay.
How do you want to see your legacy? How do you
I don't
see your
wanna see-
life? What do you want? If you could,
So how do I see my life? So right now, I'm just. All right, this might sound crazy, but I wanna achieve all these things. So at the end of the day, I can say, look, Mom, You know what I mean? So like, everybody see those stories like, oh, I retired my mom, I bought her a car. I want to do all those things before, you know, it's too late. So that's what drives me. But at the end of the day, I don't want to work for corporate America. I want corporate America to work for me.
Right.
And so like, anytime someone buys something, it just helps my brand become a legitimate brand. You know, to make a living, all you gotta do is sell like 5 T-shirts at a certain amount. You know, I ain't gonna go into the mathematics of it. Right. But that's how I wanna leave my legacy. Like, man, he did it all. He wasn't afraid to act. He wasn't afraid to dance, sing, this, that, and the other. Because the whole time I've been doing all this, people told me I couldn't.
Yeah. Most times I ask an elder person, because I like talking to elders. I always ask them, you know, in their 80s, 90s, or whatever, what did you want to be growing up? What did you want to do when you were growing up? And so many of the elders be like,
regrets.
Yeah, like, you know, I was just homemaker. Okay, I get it. You raised the children, you did this, you was a homemaker, you did that, you was great in the church and all that. But as a kid, what did you want to do? Even if it sounds crazy, what did you want to do? Someone would say, well, I wanted to dance. I wanted to be in ballet. I wanted to do this. We didn't have the money for that. That was unheard of. I wanted to play this and this. Like, I wanted to play the drums.
I did too.
I wanted to play the drums. My mom told me it made too much noise.
My mom would say something like that.
So it's crazy, right? Tell you the truth, this secret, I wanted to be a figure 8 skater.
Really?
Somebody say, what did you, like, when I was a kid, I wanted to do that. Crazy thing is, nobody in my neighborhood was doing that, right? I couldn't tell one of my friends, like, what? Because you see the dude with the tight suit. Because I seen it in the Olympics, and I'm like,
that's how I was going to
say. The dude is out there, and he's doing his thing, and and I thought that was so cool.
They look smooth out there.
Yeah.
For real.
And then I
I
tried that one Sunday in the winter, and I was in my church shoes, and I tried to skate across the parking lot. And my mom was like, yeah, that was the end of my skating days.
Told them church shoes.
Yeah. So that career was over with. I don't want this. They get the whooping for this. But yeah, so
I never want to have those type of feelings. So like, I can say I did everything I wanted to do, no matter how crazy it sounded. Back in the day, I was like, oh, I'm going to the NBA. And after that, oh, I'm finna sign the deal. I'm finna be a rapper. Now I'm like a clothing person. Now I'm an actor. But everything I ever said I was gonna do, I did.
And see those
and
things.
you can look it up. You can look up my
you got
track
the
record.
receipts.
You can see my streams. You can talk to the people. Like I've done. You were there with Pleasure P when we did that stuff with Pleasure P.
Yeah, we need to talk about that.
You and Michelle hosted.
We hosted it.
Lil Ronnie, throw that button in a circle. You know what I'm saying? The Paula from the bag. I've been involved in all kinds of pivotal stuff.
Yeah. And all these things, just being in those realms of things, gives you how I want to say it. It knocks the rust off, not the rust, but the newness off you. Because
I'm a familiar face now.
Yeah. So now you're like, oh, but even with yourself, you're like, I know how to handle being in these situations because I've been here before.
I've been there before.
I've been here before. I know how to be around this. I know how to do this. Yeah. I now know how to be in front of the camera. I can be around
the richest man in the room, the poorest man in the room. I done been around every executive. Someone, shouts out to Chill, come clean. You know what I'm saying? So like that's just how fast. I know. I almost say I know everybody. But I know everybody.
And
shouts out to Big V in the All Black affair in November. I'm shouting out everybody.
Yeah. And then tell them what you got. Yeah, what you got coming up next.
Oh,
where to look out for you at.
So what I got coming up next? So outside of that, we got the podcast. This is my schedule. That's gonna go off. So today we got the podcast. Next week I'm shooting a music video for my new single, "What We Own." Shouts out to Shani D. He played my record last night at the club. After that, I'm gearing up to go to Texas to shoot my movie. I'll be out there for a little bit, and then at the end of the month, you can catch me in Rockford. I got all the details, forgive me, it's on my page, but I'll be in Rockford at Big V's All Black Affair. It's a charity event. Be Heard Clothing is going to be in there selling clothes and having a good time. Big V's a good dude. He get back to the community of Rockford. Man, the first time I met Big V, it was when the end zone was open. I must have did a show, and he was so pumped. He was like, I love your energy. When I get hyped.
That's what I'm saying. You got a whole different vibe.
I give the people the energy. And everyone says it. Like, when you got up there, I can feel it.
Yeah.
And like, I'll bring that, let's have fun.
Right.
And he felt that. And ever since that day, I talked to Big V. He followed me. I support him, but this time I'm gonna go to his event. And
yeah, because you never know. That's what I'm saying. You never know who's watching you to network. Always stay on your grind, on your pivot. Keep your brand going. You know what I'm saying? Keep your name out there. Y'all need to purchase his items.
Stream the songs. You know, I know I might post a lot, or I might tag you, the followers and highlights, but I'm just doing that because I need y'all to see the product. Sometimes the algorithm will hide me. I need to be front and center. But you know, I believe I do that because I believe I put out good product, and y'all let me know that I'm putting out good product because y'all support the music, and y'all support the clothes, and y'all support the acting.
Yeah. So and don't be waiting till he.
Don't wait till I blow up.
Yeah. When he get on the red carpet for awards and stuff like that. Oh, I know him. I used to do this and this. What? Hey, you trying to wave at him from the crowd? Then you acting like he acting brand new. No, I ain't know you.
If you show love now, I'm gonna show love wherever I get to. I ain't no bougie type person. I'm always trying to laugh and have fun. But if you do me dirty now and you want to come back when I get somewhere,
it's gonna be harder. You might come around, but it's gonna be a long circle getting on back around here.
You know, I'm always smile, but I ain't gonna forget what you did to me.
There you go. There you go.
It ain't no hate, but you know, everybody ain't gonna be on the path that you end up on.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so that's why y'all don't see me nowhere. I'm surrounding myself with like-minded people, entrepreneurs, and nothing against anyone that isn't doing it, but I gotta go. I'm trying to make it, and I'm halfway there. I got my foot in the door. I got connections in the acting game, the music game. My clothes are selling out, and it's all over the United States. I could literally pull up a chart and show you that it's selling. So I need y'all to help me get to that next level.
Yeah, support.
And y'all supporting it, and I see the support, and I appreciate it. But you know, let's get it to the top. Let's put South Beloit on the map. And then it's going to open the doors for everybody else. Who knows who's going to see our little podcast? My fans going to see you. Your fans going to see me. And we're just going to expand from there. We're going to do, you know what? Off camera, we got to do a show. We got to do some kind of comedy fashion show because I got some music. Shouts out to Isaac. If you watching this, shouts out to Isaac because he was in the play with me. And we got a song that's really going to bring it back. So my first single I'm gonna hit them with is What We Own, and that's gonna lock them in. It's that smooth. You get your girl, you riding. It's a connection. It ain't nothing too freaky. We not whopping it out.
Right.
But we gonna have fun, and it's like you asking your girl what we on tonight.
There you go. yeah.
This fashion and entertainment. Be heard himself.
Mr. Be Heard himself. Be heard out here.
See, look, they like, dang, nice. Be Heard. That's my clothing brand name. Tyzae is my stage artist, music recording name, and then you know some people who know me call me Tyrone, some call me Ty. Right. So y'all got 3 names to choose from, but I'll answer to them all.
Right. And
just don't call me Swayze anymore. I'm sorry.
Swayze's. If you know him as Swayze, just move it on to the next. It's still a good thing that you know him as Swayze.
It's still cool. It's still cool. But as far as branding purposes, I'm Tyzae. Tyzae.
There you go.
This has been interesting.
This has been very interesting.
I love it.
Man. And we could talk for a while.
We miss stories.
Yeah, we miss
stories.
We miss stories. So, yeah, it's always good to be in the realm of.
Well, what time is it? Okay.
We still got a few minutes.
Still
got a few more minutes. Yeah.
No, that's cool though.
Thank you for everybody that's tuning in. I'm just talking to this great guy, this entrepreneur.
Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you for tuning
in.
Thank you. 3 ways here.
We're trying to do it. It's like the Breakfast Club with no breakfast. You know I got jokes too.
Yeah. We
But man, I appreciate you having me. You know, I appreciate you opening your doors to your audience.
Yeah.
You know, I'm always trying to do the next best thing, and I see what you're doing.
Yeah.
Tune in. You know, I see Bequita and everybody in the Sunday mornings when I wake up.
There you go. He wakes up.
I wake up
with peace and blessing in his heart.
In my heart. Yeah. And then I turn on the football. And I watch TV and I go back to sleep. Yeah, I mean take y'all to church. Hey, you ever notice how like some group of brothers laugh the same? We did that. Like what? Yo, hey, if y'all ever around a group of brothers, just watch when we laugh. We'll all, it'll all be in the same base.
Yeah.
If they real close to each other, it'll be all around the same base tone. And then, hey, y'all know what I'm talking about.
Somebody right now, yeah, we do.
They might do.
He right, yeah.
You know, I'm my next adventure, telling jokes.
Telling jokes. No, we didn't remember we told you that? We said
People told me that.
we said, and we always said that you know, you can always come do a few minutes, and that's one thing that we did. B City Be Funny does. We and when I
Y'all
started
said
doing
that?
my shows,
And I had like a group of my homies say that, like Jazz, my if y'all know me, my close net friends like Jazz, Kyle, Meryl, TJ, like they were like, man, you a fool. Why don't you the day before? They were like, when I got in the rap, they were like, hang up rap, do comedy. You funny them up. I'm like,
I told you stay with doing what you do, but like with BC Be Funny,
I think we've had that conversation before.
Yeah, and we be like, yo, we'll give you a couple minutes to open it up, and that's why we always did our shows. We always let somebody who wanted to try out comedy say, all right.
So I'm still gonna keep that in mind. That's still in the
Yeah.
It's always been in the mind. But now I ain't gonna lie, my major, I don't want to say my major focus, but I'm really trying to lock in on the acting.
Yeah.
So my end goal is I'm trying to get a main role.
Mm-hmm.
So with movie 3, I'm hoping that he'll see that I took my acting up a notch.
This is what I do. I do my own little training camp.
Mm-hmm.
I be at home, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll grab the ketchup, right? Make a commercial. Do you like? I just make up goofy stuff.
So
do you like
ketchup? If you do
ketchup?
online classes with like acting and stuff like that, watch videos, they'll tell you to do those type of things.
Improv, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I've used an app called Backstage. I've got booked for other gigs.
Mm-hmm.
I was just busy doing plays and other stuff. So
Right.
like I was supposed to be a detective in a show called 219. I was gonna play the younger version of another character. but you know, this is the acting business. That character's role got cut.
Mm-hmm.
So that eliminated my role. So she gave me another role. Then something happened in between that where that got cut. She gave me a third role. We locked in. I'm about to go leave to do the thing, but I'm dedicated. I'm in the play. I'm locked in. Like I'm in the play.
Yeah.
So I hit her up. I'm like, yo, I got the play this day, and we couldn't make the schedule work. So it didn't work out. But I'd rather be with the group that I was with doing the play than that. Like another opportunity will come.
Yep. Here's another thing. Let's get to this is what I say.
What's up?
In this entertainment business,
Mm-hmm.
whether you sing and rap, comedy, whatever, this, that, and the
whole
third,
entertainment.
always say it's 90% business, 10% talent.
Yep.
Now, I'm not shrinking your talent, but I'm saying
No, that's how it
it's
really
the
is.
business aspect of it. And to all of you out there, you're so hungry to get on for different things. Understand these contracts.
Yep, that's why I don't sign.
Understand these contracts. You know what I'm saying? I can't emphasize it enough. I have been in positions where everything sounded good, seemed good, till you get to page 2. Or till you get to the bottom of it. You gotta know these words, and if you can't,
words.
if you can't decipher the words, then have someone, a lawyer, someone like that, do it for you. But the words that you need to start, you have to start looking at these words, because you will put yourself in a compromising position.
You ain't getting
Just
no money.
because,
they own everything. They own you. You're not
your
getting
likeness,
Yep.
your imagery, everything. And you be like, well, I quit. I don't even want to be on there. Cool,
Can't
you
quit.
quit. You quit. We'll still use what we have of you, and you can't get this money
Or
back in.
you can't release no new music, no new nothing. 'Cause
Yeah.
they control it. So that's
Yeah.
why there's
Yeah.
a record company I just seen that just dropped like 50 people. So in the expand of COVID till now, where all those, I don't want to call them TikTok artists, because some of them blew and they're still relevant, but a lot of those artists were one-hit wonders. So the labels jumped on that scene and they didn't produce, so they dropped them.
Right. And not knocking nobody with a one-hit wonder, right?
Yeah,
You can get that
you can
one
live
hit
off
and
that one
live
single forever.
forever, as long as you do it right. You can get the points and everything off that forever, the royalties and everything forever. But if you thinking, well, that was the one-hit wonder, and well, I go on to make something else. No, that song is
Get your
good.
ASCAP BMI, get your sound exchange, get your publishing, do it while you're independent. That way you can go into the business field. Like, look, I own all this and that, and you can just look and negotiate a distribution deal. Because if you popping, all you need is the distribution.
Read your contracts, and I'm telling you, I'm telling you, I'm giving it to you.
I've seen
I'm giving you
contracts.
game.
They're scary.
I'm giving you game, and I read it. Wait a minute, what is this? And you can ask questions, but
They ain't gonna tell you the real
you're asking
answer.
the questions of the people that wrote it.
Yeah.
Hey, what does that mean? Oh, that means this and this and this.
Oh,
Okay, you can go. Oh, okay. That what that mean?
Yeah. They don't care about what you
Certain
say.
things gonna happen. You can be like, hey, can I take these to my people? Can I read this overnight? Can I do this? If they like, some even let you do it. Like, go ahead. You can go to a lawyer, this and this and this. Because sometimes it's all in cahoots anyway. You can go read this lawyer, and he gonna be like, yeah, it's cool to go, and then it's not. But what I'm saying is, before you jump into those rivers, those lakes, into all the way, because you might just jump and think it's shallow, and it might be too deep for you.
You might drown as soon as you
you
get
might
there.
drown, and you might give away something so precious. Like, okay, so you might have a song that you did 10 years ago, and you're like, man, that ain't nothing I did 10 years ago. No, it's old to you. It's not. It's new to everybody else. You can still take that old song, tweak it up, and put it back out today. So what you think
The
is
world never heard it.
they never heard it. Even if your city was rocking out to it, and we tired of it right now.
Let the rest of the world hear it.
Come on, tweak it and let the rest of the world hear it, because that's what you want anyway. You want your town to put you on or whatever. I don't care if y'all been tired of it, but the rest of the world is here. Stop. What I'm saying is, don't give away your old stuff, your new stuff, without it
Do the proper paperwork. You never
helping
know.
you out, right?
You never know where it's gonna go.
Me and comedy. And don't let nobody steal your stuff. I've had, listen to me right here, I've had people steal my jokes.
Yeah, you hear
People
that
that I'm cool with. Listen, people not.
What was it Cat Williams and who else? Somebody was talking about stealing
Yeah.
jokes.
So when they get mad at Cat Williams because when he came on
Or
Club
Steve
Station,
Harvey.
yeah.
Steve Harvey and Bernie Mac, I think it was. They were Steve Harvey was stealing Bernie Mac's jokes. And that caused a rift between
Yeah.
them.
So and then people are like, man, what does it matter? It matters.
Yeah,
Especially
it matters.
Especially when Kings of Comedy went to do so great, right? And
Started
you
to
sit
sell
back
out.
and you see somebody stealing. I don't care if it's 2 words of it, and especially when they don't change it up. If you
Word for word
steal
is
it,
crazy.
word for word. And listen, I've had 2 people that I was cool with, comics, cool with. These were my mans.
That was my man's in them.
I'm sitting back. They did it in front of me, right? So I'm sitting back. First of all, somebody else put me on to it, right? I'm sitting there because I'm just like paying half attention, doing some other stuff.
Do anything out
And
loud.
yeah, and my friend was like, "Hey, yo, is that something you said?" Because I was, I use a lot of new stuff all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like, wait a minute, that's something you said. And I tapped in. I'm like,
I did say that.
oh yeah, you ain't even changing it up, right? That's
wild.
one. The 2 people was on the same ticket. Now this is the craziest thing.
The same night? Same ticket?
Same night. Both of them used something of mine.
That'd be wild.
I was hot.
I bet you was.
I was hot. Couldn't wait to get done. So we get done, and I grabbed both of them, put them in the room. I was like, yo, I gotta talk to you. Oh, what's up, E? Blah, 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 blah. I just went in. And I was like, yo, you're using what I said. This is mine.
It's
Come on,
my
man.
work. It's my art.
If I said, I'm in a crew. You see, be funny. I'm in a crew. We don't use each other's stuff. Now, what we did was we always hanging out.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know how many jokes we done left on the floor that we didn't even pick up? Like, Des could say some stuff like, I don't care. Even if we did, that's cool because we having a session where we got a subject and we all throwing something at it,
Yeah.
right?
Throwing darts at the ball.
Yeah. So,
Oh, damn.
so we.
That shit ate up the battery.
So we so I get on him. I'm like, come on, man. You said this and this and this and this and this, and then you said this about this and this and this. I used both of that. I got so much more infuriated because one said he acknowledged that he stole it, but not from me. He acknowledged I know I stole. I know I stole that from somebody. I didn't know it was from you. And then the other one was like, I've been using this so long.
I just claimed it as mine.
And I'm like, you know what? Right now you can have it. It's just a fact. Like if I really used that, like that was my bread and butter, I would have felt some type of way. But that's why I tried not to have the bread and butter like that, because people are gonna take your stuff.
Run with it.
Yeah,
like
and they're gonna run with it. So, but I put my twist on certain things too. So, just like my thing is, if you ever see anybody out there using "I survived child support," it's me. It came.
I ain't gonna lie, you the only one I done heard that from. I ain't heard nobody steal that yet.
Yeah. Watch. It's gonna be a lot of bigger names. Watch, because bigger names you gotta watch them too. They them dirty ones. Big name people.
Artists do that too. If your song ain't popping, they like it, they'll take it.
Y'all can say what y'all want to say. Kevin Hart will come. Why would Kevin Hart steal your stuff? Because they come to different places, right?
And
they come to the comedy stores and this and this and this, and they slide through, and they can anytime they slide through, they get to stage. It don't matter if you were supposed to go up next, they get to stage. So they come through and they be like, these little cats is y'all all right or whatever. Yeah. Next thing you know, they on Netflix. You like, yo, that's my stuff. You telling everybody, and everybody like, yeah, whatever, man.
They ain't gonna believe you.
They ain't gonna believe
of that star name.
Right. And so that's why
they got a trump card if they steal it too, because it's like.
Yeah, but that's why whenever you get on stage, that's how Cat Williams have the receipts. Whenever you get on stage and you do your jokes, put your twist on it. Put your twist on that joke. So however you say it.
Trademarking it.
However you do it, whether you think it's big or bad, because when somebody else use it, you can go back to the receipts and say, yo, you stealing, you stole this and that and that. That's why Cat Williams could say that, and those people, they couldn't come back to him. They couldn't say he lying. They
ain't say a word.
They ain't say a word
to this day.
They knew what they done. So
yep.
Trade micro stuff. Stay to your business, because all of this is business. Your talent is great, but make sure that you handle the business. You got to be your own brand, your own business person.
Your own publicist.
You got to be everything. You can have a lawyer, you can have your manager, you can have that. But be part of everything.
Just so you know what's going on.
Part of everything. So you can be heard.
Hey, I like how you spun it back around. So you can be heard.
Right.
Did you
this
hear that?
Man is he's doing good by his mother. He's he want to do good by his family.
I want to do good by me.
But in the meantime, you're already doing good by your mom, because I know she's proud of everything that you're doing right now.
Hi, Mom.
So, and then, not saying that the animals, but what is it?
What?
When you are in a group of individuals, that is a herd, right?
That's a herd.
But he said you always want to be
herd
and be in the front.
In the front. If a bee ain't in front of the herd,
if the bee ain't in front of the herd,
it ain't legit.
Where's it going?
You know what I'm saying?
Where is it going? If the bee ain't in front of the herd, where is it going? Yo, you need to write this down. These are some slogans you can
yeah, look, we got it on camera.
Yeah, these are some slogans.
Yeah. Because I needed some new ones. I was be loud, be strong, be heard. I've been running with that for about 4 years.
So you put these.
But I just made up, if the bee ain't in front of the herd, I just made that up.
That was good. Yeah,
I just made that up today. I was like, because in my mind, I'm like, I'm glad I got that on camera.
Yeah. So yeah, I did.
Yeah, I freestyled that one.
Oh, that was nice. That's why I brought it back to that, because I like that when you just.
You reminded me again. I was like, if you put the bee in front of the herd. So we did the same little rapper thing too. They didn't sing. I ain't seen him in a couple months. Maybe a couple years.
Man, listen.
I be on the go.
It's always good. So even if I don't see you, because you're doing your thing, I'm doing my thing. I got mad love for you.
Gonna meet up.
I'm cheering for you. We gonna link up when we link up. You know what I'm saying?
It's gonna be spectacular.
It's gonna be spectacular. Always.
We gonna do something. But Quita, I see you, girl. We gonna have to link up and do something again too. Fashion and entertainment. Yeah. Oh, I think I'm gonna put on a concert too. I got some stuff, because this music that I'm about to put out is going to be insane. Old, young, everybody in between is gonna be like, okay, Okay,
Yep.
and it's starting now. This is my promo tour. This is my
This
promo
the promo.
tour. Yeah.
You heard it here. This
Last
right off the
two weeks
press.
ago was Blazo. Shouts out to Blazo. This week is Craz-E. Next week
yeah.
I'm shooting my own music video.
Whoop this man.
October 31st, I'm flying out to Texas to shoot another movie. Then I'm coming back home. Then I'm messing with Big V at the end of November. All Black Affair. Man, I'm getting tired with all this stuff I got going on. But hey, boss moves. Let's get it. I see every last one of you.
yeah. Any more shout outs?
No, I've been shouting out everybody through the whole show.
Yeah, pretty much.
But if you were a part of the journey, if you've been with me, I appreciate y'all. Y'all know the stories, y'all know the vibe. It's been a good time, and it's just gonna keep getting better.
Continue to rock with us.
Yeah,
If
hey,
you in
tune
Texas,
in.
Atlanta, Cali.
Yeah.
I got people everywhere. New York, DC, Philly. All my people that's viewing me in all these places. Look him up. Book him. Book me.
Be Heard Clothing Shop. www.BeHeardClothing. That's BHEARD Clothing CLOTHING.com. Follow me on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music. Let me say that one too.
Yeah, there you go.
Get some clothes at Be Heard Clothing. Be Heard Clothing.
And then yes, I gotta put out a plug.
Yeah.
So for the 10th, so Blessed Divine Creations is having a 10th year business anniversary masquerade ball.
What?
Join us for a decade of creativity, craftsmanship, and the community of Blessed Divine Creations. And this is happening on December 7th, Saturday,
December.
2024, 7 to 11 p.m. At the Gathering Place, 715 Campus Street, Milton, Wisconsin.
Okay.
Your host will be Adriana Sanders.
Hey,
Peace and blessings. Then you'll have me. I'm doing my comedy. I'll be there. But then you'll have Keita Purnell and her mother,
Let's go.
Paulette Reddish. They are the owners of Blessed Divine Creation. So they're going to have a night of masquerade and a night to show 10 years of service during this community.
Okay.
So they on the move, still putting their brand out there. So that's gonna happen December 7th. We give you notification for tickets. Come in, it's a masquerade party. Put on your nice little gowns, your nice suits. Have a
nice mask.
Have a nice mask. Have a nice night out. You know what I'm saying? We don't have too many nights where people can actually come out and do these type of events, right?
Support. I sound fun. Masquerade. I like it.
Masquerade, yeah. So we got that going on, so support that. Follow him, follow me.
Tyrone Heard, Facebook, Instagram, Be Heard Clothing, Instagram, Tyzae086, Spotify, Tyzae, YouTube, Tyzae086, YouTube, Be Heard Music Group. We got a Be Heard Music Group.
Got a Be Heard Music Group. I'm telling you,
that's all part of the marketing to keep the publishing and everything together from separate from my legal name.
Know your business.
Yeah.
Do your business.
So if you look me up, there's Be Heard Music Group, and I'll explain this real quick. Be Heard Music Group on YouTube will be all the music and skits that didn't make an album or a mixtape or I just want to put out. Now Tyzae, that YouTube page, Tyzae086, will be all my mainstream music that's going on a project. It's got a music video. And I'm going to start releasing clips from the Motown in the Living Room play so y'all can see me in action. And I'm going to start releasing clips from my performances when I do shows, like the last one I did at Blazo's Escape, bar. But yeah, we working. We working. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Stay tuned.
And I'm gonna pop up on your boy and keep podding. I like this podcast stuff. I know we talk a lot, but I appreciate y'all listening.
Definitely a great vibe today. He definitely got the welcome mat to come through anytime.
For sure.
You won't be seeing him bringing his new stuff, what he got going on, or just popping up, just making the cracking the joke or whatever. So that's what we doing here on Craz-E.
When I'm done filming, I'm gonna come back. And when hey Raph, we gonna make an announcement on the air. Cause I know he gonna do a movie premiere, and I know this faith-based movie is gonna touch a lot of people. So I'm gonna pop back up around that time too, and let y'all know what we got going on. Cause we gonna touch a lot of hearts with this one. We gonna touch a lot of hearts with this one. Let's get it. So Grateful Films.
Thank you for pulling up.
Yeah,
we had a great time.
Thank you for having me.
We only scratched the surface of some things that we talk about. but it's always good giving y'all.
We'll save it for another time. We'll come back and chop it up some more.
Hey. Add on to it.
Yeah. Because, man, we covered a lot, but there's so many little moments. Little shows, little parties, little things that we just ain't got enough time to tell. Yeah. Or, you know, we brought some flashbacks to a lot of people, and I know they sitting at home like, I remember that moment. That was a good time. We provided a lot of good times. I feel good about that.
Definitely.
And if you haven't experienced a good time, when those good times come back around, check them out. Don't be afraid to come to a fashion show, to come to a comedy show. Just support and try something different. Right. We're gonna entertain.
Create a memory, right? Yeah. Create a memory. Sometimes people just be, I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna go there. I ain't gonna do this and this. So you lost out on what could have been if you'd have just came to that event, if you'd have just supported this event, or whatever it is.
Whatever it is.
Yeah. So because you want to build your own legacy, you want to have something at the end of the day.
How will you be remembered when you're gone? Because when you're gone, they might cry for you while they there and putting you in the ground. But once they walk away, you're forgotten.
And you want to touch. You know what I'm saying?
Forgotten when they put you in that ground and they walk away. Will you be remembered when they walk away?
Ooh. That part. And I believe it like that. Yeah. I'm not even gonna stop on that one.
I didn't mean to do it like that.
That was the
and cut.
You leave that one right there. Yes, sir. Thank you for tuning in to Craz-E Chronicles.
Thank y'all.
With my nephew over here.
Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all.
It's been
it's been a wonderful time.
Wonderful time. I've been cheesing the whole time.
For real.
So yeah, appreciate you coming through.
Appreciate
what
y'all.
You do. We're going to holler at y'all next week, same time, same channel.
Tune in. Even when I'm not here, tune in.
Tune in.
It's a good show. It's a good vibe. Hey, I'll see y'all later,
tonight. So what we on tonight? You got my attention.